Welcome back to Everlasting Summer, and we still with the Yulya. We still with the Yulya route, second episode. I I think it will be short, but after Miku run, yeah, will be at least 6 or 7 episodes. And don't forget the harem ending. I don't know who or what she is, but it seemed like she couldn't help me. She could help me find an answer. It is the strangest thing, but I wasn't scared of her. It just felt that this girl would do me any harm. But now, I must find Shrek. I have to feel that this is not the last time I will meet that girl. I don't know why, but I am sure about it. It is in the walkthrough. Well, the same thing. And then that girl from the mine appeared just before my eyes. I saw her so clear, it was as if she was really in front of my bed. No, I'm just being thing. But still, why didn't I get scared back then? I just went and spoke to her normally, just like that. All the answers are here. That cat-eared girl knows something for sure. Maybe I was too exhausted because of the old camp. Mine and the breath and my nerves were scratching and breaking. I should have asked her about something, but I still have time. I want to check if there are something left of her route choices. No, there's nothing. We just go back and keep going for her ending, or so go back. But nothing yet. It's interesting how seamlessly simple events can affect a person. For example, there are such widespread occasions of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, among children, where when you walk on the road and you have to step on the tile precisely, avoiding the crack. It seems like nothing special, but if one doesn't get rid of the tile, you forgotten or force yourself to step over the tile, it could become a really big problem in the future. For instance, one would only stare down and will get hit by a car. I never had anything like OCD, but a minor event in my life often lead to a major trouble. Kind of OCD is when you want to get all the achievements or trophies in video games when you don't really need to do. That OCD is the worst kind. Really, what's wrong with meeting a strange girl with cat ears in Pioneer Camp on the edge of time and space? Or possibly even between the worlds? Doesn't seem like a big deal. Although perhaps I just got used to the thinking that nothing really existed for me before this week. There was only this camp and this life. That's why something like Cat Girl was just a pair of cards in this wonderland. She's just another character in this play, neither better nor worse than any other. But somewhere deep in my soul, I know that wasn't so. All the camp inhabitants seem normal, sometimes even so normal with absolutely nothing remarkable about them. Jeez, you could even say that my life here was simply boring. And now? My head was about to burst with thought, so I opened my eyes and jumped out of bed. The camp leader cabin was the same as usual. Outside the window, and bird monotonously cheep trying to burst the capitals in my eyes with her singing. The clock showed 11 a.m. Why didn't Olga wake me up? I thought, who cared? I slept enough at last. However, I didn't feel like I'd fully recovered. The whole world has seemingly laughed at me. The bright sun outside, the light blowing breeze gently whispering to the crowns of the tears, and this nasty bird had brought some followers with her, obviously trying to ruin my mental so beautifully. The water from the washstand was ice cold as usual. I love water when it's cold. While washing my face, I realized that I forgot my toothbrush, tooth powder, and towel in the cabin. What is tooth powder? I never heard about tooth powder. The first time I heard about tooth powder in this game. Strange I didn't forget my head. I couldn't imagine a worse start to the day. At the moment I thought it was the worst day of all that I have spent in the camp. I thought there weren't a lot of choices, little more than 100 hours, not enough time to get the full image of the new home. This word struck me mind painfully. Do I have to stay here forever? But why? How? What for? I want to go home. I want to play PlayStation 4. I helplessly sat on the grass and buried my face in my hand. Suddenly I remembered that girl. I wonder how many more fantastic characters I will meet here. A wonderful day, isn't it? Oh my god, it's this guy from our playthrough, right? I couldn't even bother to raise my head. Yeah? Could it be any better? I answered, keeping the same pose. Why so sarcastic? Sarcastic? I was supposed to look up, but there was nobody nearby. Is it my imagination? No, I hear that for sure. Maybe I'm losing my mind. That underground me. Shrek voice that can't hear more voices. Is there anything here I can be sure about? Oh. I punched the washstand painfully hard and immediately jumped up holding my hand and cursed. Damn it! What are you... Oh, here she is. Oh, she's so cute. She's so adorable. Okay. Hold on. I will take my Pokeball and throw it at her. What is... Yulya, I choose you. Okay, it didn't work on her. Okay. She's not a Pokemon. Suddenly, somebody walked out and burst in the front of me. Or something. Hi. It was the girl from yesterday. Hi. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to expect from her. She probably a hell beast and come here to end my life. That is, of course, only if it hasn't ended up already. The cat girl stared at me. Oh. It's hurt? She looked at my hand. Yes, I answered simply. Then why? Why what? Why did you punch it? Well, because I was angry. I was completely unsure how to should I talk to her. Perhaps one wrong word, phrase, or gesture could be fatal for me. Angry at who? But the girl wasn't showing any sign of aggression. It seemed that she was just wondering what has happened. At myself, I see. Okay, you are a crazy person. She seemed faintly. Listen, I don't know how should I put it, but I must ask. I keep silence at the moment, gathering myself. Who are you? The girl looked at me blankly. I am me, of course. She said calmly, no doubt about that, but how should I say it? You just don't meet a human with cat ears and tail every day, you know? Wow, did you ever go to any anime conventions? By the way, her dress is so hot, like perfect size. Not very small, not very big, but very thick. Okay, sorry. The cat girl carefully examined the aforementioned part of her of the body and asked, "Why?" I was totally confused. In a few minutes, I thought that it was necessary to be afraid, to be very careful. Now she seemed more like a good spirit being than a hostile monster. Because in my world, I was absolutely convinced that I shouldn't hide anything from her. In my world, this only happened in fairy tales. What is a fairy tale? Not a real thing? Well, the story would cannot happen in reality. So I don't really exist. She smiled. The girl laughed. Not even sure that it exists. But I can't touch you, so... But can I touch you so you exist? Just thinking about the fact that she will touch me, I felt uncomfortable. Well, let's say I exist, yes. I stepped back. Kitty kitty. The girl smiled and waved her tail. There was an awkward silence. All the time I spent on this cat, I lived as if in a dream. Sometimes when you sleep, you realize that everything that happened in your brain is just a fragment of your imagination and you need to wish. I thought so for the last few days. This thought constantly existed somewhere deep in my soul. However, it seemed that everything that is happened in reality. At last I couldn't just wake up. I just want to understand. What? The girl was still smiling. How I get here? And how to get out of here? Suddenly, I heard voices on the roadside, so I turned around. Sylvia and Zernia were slowly approaching the Worcester. And you? But the girls had disappeared. Did you see it? Like just need someone to confirm the existence of this creature. Then I can convince myself that I am not going crazy. Why an irony to go mad while in the land of Oz. I thought I just arrived here as already a ticket to a loony bin. And even if I wake up right now, I still wouldn't be sure that it was all a dream. See what? The girls looked at me blankly. Anyone beside me? I could hardly speak. So, an illusion, huh? Simon, actually, you should get your head examined seriously. Linnea snorted and Best Buy. I'm still angry at this game because Zarya doesn't have her own route. The worst part of this game, Zarya have no route. Ugh. Zarya snorted and Best Buy. Sylvia smiled apologetically and hurried after her. So it's all that simple. I wanted just one thing now. For someone in this nightmare to believe that I'm still sane. The whole camp and its pioneer did not seem as real as yesterday. In the end, less than a week ago, I lived a completely normal life of ordinary man of his time. And now, maybe everything that happened made me think that all is going the way it should. That is normal just to exist here. And now, the last leftover of my common sense desperately clung to this cat-like girl with the ears, trying to prove to the local that I am not crazy. See? You don't exist. You, as me and your tail, not you and mine. Or maybe she's the one who's dreaming. My head was about to explode. Boom! If not for the single dinner perhaps I would have run to the library, searching for a medical book with the lobotomy instructions. The canteen was crowded as usual. Something never changed. For the first time, I looked at the local pioneer from a slight different angle. Indeed, why is everything so correct? As if someone created this pioneer camp by careful compiling material from internet without bothering to visit such a place himself. Hey, stop making fun of the writer of this game. It was just like the old Soviet movies in strict camp leader, the exemplary pioneers, even Yuliana, and even Alicia, all within that normal ranch. So where does it does that strange girl come from? She seemed like a smear of a bed that just happened to be in the picture due to the shake hand of a sloppy restaurant. Electronic suddenly said silently, "Hey there, he's smirky. Hey, what are you thinking about?" Just, there was absolutely nothing wrong with speaking openly to anyone. By the way, Alexa, sorry for letting you die that way last route. What are you talking about? Nothing. Not anymore. Did you happen to see anyone strange here? Strange, Hey, why you look at me like this? Well, nothing quite human. I don't really understand. Electronic laugh. A girl with cat ears and tail. Said shortly. A girl with ears and tail. He began to think. How did you know about her? Well, let's assume I saw her. That conversation was starting to get interesting. Let's assume, or you actually did. Is it really so important? Erickson started me seriously. There is a legend here about a cat girl. She steals food, a small bite, and pieces of stuff and avoid people. Really? A legend? So what does the girl look like? I never saw her myself. They say that she has a tail and ears, as you described. Ah, what else? Well, the legend is old, and I don't know how much about it. Who do you think know more? Ask Olga. She'd been in this camp many times, even before she became a camp leader. Alright, thanks. She was a pioneer here, huh? I stood up and went to find the camp leader. I bet she decided to take a nap after lunch. I need to take a nap. Stop farting, Olga. I'm sleeping and take my nap. Perhaps Olga was the only element that was somewhat out of place in the picture of an ideal camp. She simply was not a role model camp leader. I opened the door and confidently entered the cabin. And indeed, she was lying on the bed and reading a book for herself. Oh, Harry Potter is amazing. Harry Potter was not written yet. Oh, let me see. Lord of the Ring. Oh, the ring. Give you evil power. I love this kind of things. Simeon? Snuck in again? Well, you are reading a book. Actually, yes, but anyway, I want to ask you something. She stared at me and hesitated a little. Maybe I shouldn't be straightforward about everything. Ask me something? Simone, the age gap between you and you is too big. I know you're feeling, but I know I'm very sexy and you are that age, but I wasn't asking about that. So what you would ask? About Saitama, the One Punch Man in my wall? I love Saitama. Not about that either. I don't think this is Saitama. Maybe should we be straightforward about everything? It was like my internal farewell had triggered, and just couldn't not tell the camp leader that I had seen the cat girl today. Maybe I get quite used to hint and something avoiding straight question, lying to keep work back. And just for days, I guess I've been doing that my whole life. Oh yeah, I was at the dinner speaking with Electronic, and he told me a legend about a cat girl that's supposed to live here. He also said that you would know more. Why do you need to know that? The camp leader gave me a precise look and stood up. Just curious. I like stuff like that. I tried to smile, but it didn't seem to make things any better. We have completely normal camp. Sure, do you? Completely normal. Don't even want to imagine what you will call unusual. I suppose something with zombie and maniac. Don't mention the last route. It was very dangerous. A nightmare on Sovanock Street. Yes, I understand, but Electronic said that you visited this place before. Yes. The camp leader was thinking about something. However, there indeed a legend that somewhere in this surrounding wood a strange cat girl lived, sometimes stealing food and small items from cabin. She is afraid of people, and if someone accidentally sees her, she ran away. Wow, that's a scary story about a monster that if this monster see you, this monster will run. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a very scary story, no? I was quite different from what I saw this morning. This girl was more like watching me, studying, trying to understand, but not afraid at all. And you? Have I seen her? Oh yeah, interrupt me. No, I haven't, but I was quite close to doing a several times. Bottle, milk, tooth powder, and plenty of other things disappear from my cabin sometimes. Mysteriously disappear without a trace. I completely forgotten about the fact that all the pioneers here do not actually exist, and just listened directly to the camp leader. I was curious where this stuff disappeared to before, but in the end, there is no evidence of her existence. She smiled as if I implied that this conversation is over, and if there was, why are you so interested in this? Who would not be interested in stuff like that? It's a very interesting story. Though I still had many things to track my brains on. I don't know. The camp leader thought about something for a second and then returned to her usual mother of all camp state. Well, seems like you decided to become completely laid back. Do something already. She was in such responsive in such way looking short even her age come on. Go on, get down to the business. Just said. All in all, no one from among the pioneers has ever seen a cat ear girl. They're only heard legends. Well, I should probably find her. It's already recovered from that morning shock event, and exactly thought have by now stopped bursting my brain, so it was possibly for me to take a reasonable position more or less. I was necessarily because I still had a lot of questions. How did I get here? For what reason? Why? And where is this here? And the cat gear in the catalyst for it all. But I didn't want to start theoretical about world, alien, examine, and the afterlife again. I was fed up with this after just my first few hours in this camp. Perhaps I just need to put aside the theories and look at the physical reality. Even I assume that this world exists regardless of my will and I have to live here. My arrival here is unexpected. It is more worthwhile to concentrate studying this world and on analyzing possible events which may happen to me here. I do that until the opposite is proven. Until then, let's assume that I am stuck here. For the long haul, if not forever. The deck chair melodious speaking with me every movement. Lilac branch tried to strike me in the face, and the veal morning bird were silent for a long time, apparently tired of the summer heat. The treetop seemed like sharp peak of the high wall of a medieval castle lost in boundless woods. In this cabin, the square agenda momentum and the clubhouse building are just a little village of peasant handling near the millennium walls of grim fortune hidden in a grove. And all of us here, either people like me or cat peers, are just servants of the evil genius hiding somewhere out there. It will be much easier if the camp was on top of a hill. because 1,000 years ago the best place for fiction was always somewhere up high. Probably that someone just had nothing to be afraid of. But in that case, he would not hide so carefully behind the treetop. I slide and close my eyes. You know what? We will end the episode here and see you next time. Goodbye. And see you next episode. Goodbye.